All right, welcome, John and Brandon, here to talk about a little indie series with a lot of characters that people occasionally talk about. I think we've all heard of this. We've this Mario,
Mario. Super
yeah,
Maria.
Mario.
Super Maria. That's it. That's Super Maria Bros. That's what we're looking for. Yes, for our next top 10, we are talking the top 10 Mario characters as voted by all of you. Wanted all of you to give us your top 10 Mario characters from across the entirety of the series, as long as it had a connection or was original creation in a main Mario game or spin-off. They counted from everything from the lowly Goomba to specialized Goombas like Goombario and Goombella to Donkey Kong characters and their entire cast line, because they show up in kart racers, so why not? And then, of course, the Wario Land series. The only thing I did not include, because I could not find any instance of an actual crossover, and some people argued against it, and I get it, but I still was like decided to just hold off on it. WarioWare characters. Unless I'm forgetting something, I never saw the WarioWare characters interact with the main Mario cast in any way.
In Super Smash Brothers, you can get the Ashley Assist Trophy, and Mario can be present on screen while she's there. We got him. We got him.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm in favor of not counting WarioWare characters. They're definitely of their own line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels weird. It's like that's like the one thing, but it's also like I didn't include like we have Mario Hoops 3-on-3. I'm not including the Final Fantasy characters in that. They're not original. They have to be original. Mario and Sonic, you can't vote for Sonic characters because they crossed over. Has to be original characters. So that's that's the idea behind all of this. And on the outside, it feels like something that you kind of get a sense of like who's going to be in the top 10. But I thought that'd be the fun part of this, is having a bit of a surprise about who actually makes it. So
I have very little idea. I think who's going to be in there, but the ranking order, that's just a big question mark.
mm-hmm.
I've got maybe 2 or 3 that I think will be in the top 10. And then the rest is just a big question mark, because Mario characters run the gamut, and even the strangest ones have their fans. So
Yeah,
I'm really not sure how this is going to turn out.
I can tell you from looking at, I didn't count up everything, but just looking through all the votes, yes, there is some very specific tastes when it comes to voting for these Mario characters. It got a little crazy.
The toad that has a bazooka from Mario RPG, really high up there.
There were people that got that specific.
Oh, God.
So yeah, got a little weird there. But it's I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun. I think this is definitely not a serious ranking or anything like this. This is nobody really. I don't think any of us are considering this as like, oh yeah, this is definitive. This is the true taste of the people or anything like that. It's just sort of a sense of where we're all at,
I think Brandon and I are prepared to insult people's tastes, and if they like a certain character, we are probably going to dismantle them.
I mean, that is
I'm always
prerogative.
ready to insult people's taste. I do it on a daily basis.
I think the only other stipulation I had was that the paper characters are separate, but like their interpretations in Mario and Luigi and Mario RPG are not separate. The paper versions feel distinct.
Yeah. So they're counted, but they're not. They can be side by side with regular Mario and regular Luigi.
Yeah, so we could have Mario and Paper Mario in the same top 10.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. I think we are ready to go. You guys got your Mario character sheets out here. You ready to vote for our guess our top 10 Mario characters of all time, according to everyone?
I guess so.
All right. We had 878 votes in total. So quite a wide range. Once again, number 1 getting 10 points, all the way down to the number 10 pick getting 1 point. And at number 10, they received 1,354 points. Brandon, John, What is our number 10 Mario character?
Oh,
You
God.
lead, Brandon. You lead.
I'm going to go out on a limb
Mm-hmm.
and say that it's Mario.
He's not going to rank ahead of Luigi, is he?
No, no way.
He's
Yeah.
definitely going to lead from Mario. If my wife's Instagram page algorithms taught me anything, is that masked men are very desirable these days. So Shy Guy is going to be at number 10.
Oh, that's a good call.
Okay. At number 10, well, they're a fan of tennis. It's Waluigi.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Is he canon? Is he a canon Mario character?
I mean, he was the villain of DDR Mario
yeah,
Mix.
He's canon then.
Yeah, that counts, right? That's something.
That's the most canon you can be.
Yeah, exactly.
It is amazing. I think Waluigi is a fascinating case study of a character that has gone from a complete joke that nobody can take seriously to still can't really be taken seriously, but you love him for it.
I love him in Power Tennis. That opening is just that's pure Waluigi. That's just all of his personality injected in there. I'm not one of those people that just like that yearns for him to be in Smash, but from like a regular person perspective, if you're just a regular guy who's picked up Super Smash Brothers and you see all these Mario characters, you got Mario, Luigi, Daisy, you got all of them. Your natural thought is, where's Waluigi? He's always in these spin-off games. It's like I don't need him in there, but it makes sense. He just sort of completes things.
Yeah, you need to finish the quartet of plumber guys. So it's a bit weird that you can't play as Waluigi. I'm not surprised he's in the top 10. I feel like I would have expected him to be a little higher. Because Waluigi does have like a rabid fan base. I'm a Waluigi fan just because he's weird. Like that appeals to me.
Yeah. As Natalie said, we've only just got his baby form as well. Like up until now, there have been baby versions of basically all the characters, but now finally, baby Waluigi.
Nintendo's resistant to bring him completely into the fold because he's not original to their creations.
I guess it is technically a Camelot creation.
Yeah.
So, man, imagine if Wa Peach actually had happened, because that's a fascinating design as well. The dynamic between Wario, Waluigi, and Wa Peach would have been very interesting because they are so obviously based on a certain trope of Japanese trios. Team Rocket being, a fine example as well.
Yeah.
But instead, Waluigi is just sort of there as occasional partner in crime to Wario, like mostly in just the sports games. And I think that's why everybody wants to see him show up in a Wario Land, a Mario RPG that's instead focused on Wario and Waluigi. Like people want to see him in more stuff so they can expand upon him. But weirdly enough, Waluigi is still kind of in his early Luigi days where he's different, but his personality has been fully formed yet, other than I think to get the general idea that he is confident in himself, but maybe misplaced. I think that's what they go for. And now all of a sudden a rose has become a theme for him. So
yeah. It is impressive how accepted he's become. Like you think of any Mario game, it's just normal these there. But if they were nowadays to introduce a new character and be like, this is Philip, he's another one of the plumbers, I think you get it, wait, what? But that's kind of what they did. That's what Camelot did. They just said, hey, this is another guy. He's part of the main roster now. And we went, yeah, he is.
I'd love to get to the point where Waluigi gets to be in his own game and I can finally know what he does when he's not racing karts or playing sports. Like, Wario's a treasure hunter. Luigi is a Ghostbuster. Mario's saving the princess all the time. What does Waluigi do?
make pinball, apparently. Like,
yeah, that's also his thing now, isn't it?
Yeah. Just give him a pinball game. We messed up when we made the Mario pinball. Mario themed. It should have been Waluigi themed. It should have been finally giving us Waluigi pinball. I don't know why, but I don't know.
Dude loves pinball.
Dude
I
loves
feel like
pinball.
Waluigi, he's the kind of dude who'd make alt accounts and say hurtful things about his friends.
I always think of a friend who just like he's never been able to take Waluigi seriously. He just finds him ridiculous, finds his voice lines ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's also funny, like he is case study of what is this stupid character to I love him.
Yeah.
Just like I kind of love him. So I think that's sort of Waluigi's legacy is how he somehow wormed his way into his hearts when the only reason he was created is that Wario needed a tennis partner.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here he is all these years on.
One day a Camelot character won't just be an assist trophy in Smash.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
going
Will
to
it be Isaac or will it be Waluigi?
I was going to say it'd be like one of the original Mario Golf human characters.
I was going to say, where's Plum?
Yeah, where's Plum?
Everybody loves Plum. But yeah, Waluigi at number 10. So let's go ahead and find out who beat out Waluigi in terms of popularity, and only by 52 points.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Who is our number 9 Mario character?
It gets tough for me here because going in at number 10 with what I would consider a core Mario cast member, does that mean 9 through 1 are all core Mario cast members? Because I have some other guesses I'd like to throw in there, but now I'm not sure if they're going to make the cut.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was going to save like Goombella for quite far in, but we've had a Waluigi already. And so I think that the core cast probably comes further on. So I guess Goombella here.
All right.
I feel like there's got to be a minion in here somewhere of some kind. John threw out Shy Guy. I have 2 others. Well, actually, I have 3 others floating around in my head.
Yeah.
I'm between Spike, Chain Chomp, and Ninja.
I legit thought you meant like a Despicable Me minion because technically they crossed over with Mario.
Oh, God. I mean, they did cross over with
the
the Rabbids, so.
Yeah.
I've never seen one of those movies, actually.
I have. They are fine.
You know what? Let's say Chain Chomp. Let's throw that out there.
All right. At number 9, all I can say is represent Vivian.
Vivian.
Hey.
We love
Vivian at number 9.
Really
This
cool
is,
character.
I think this is just a character everybody kind of fell in love with instantly. Like even before knowing what she's all about, like as far as her, it's before having all the mysteries and stuff of in the same way as Birdo. She's still a sympathetic, interesting character and so different as a party member compared to so many other. Like I say the only one close is why am I blanking on her name? The Wind Spirit in Thousand Year Door.
Flurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only one that comes kind of close to being a very original design, and it's so interesting to take a former villain to make them a party member.
Exactly, that's not really done very often. Like we get like variants of Goombas and Koopas, but this is just one of like the core villains of the game turned into a party member. That's super rad.
Yeah, it's funny. As a kid, I think as soon as I got Vivian, I benched her. I don't think I used her at all. But the few times I've played the GameCube game, like when I was older, and then obviously when I played the remake, I've used Vivian quite a bit more. And the remake does Vivian so much justice compared to the original version of the game. And that's not even to say that the original version of the game doesn't do her justice, but like it's even more so now.
There's extra care put there. I didn't get far enough to meet Vivian, at least when she becomes a party member in the remake. But even just a little bit you see there, just like she's endearing. I think that's what helps Vivian so much is that she's so endearing. We all feel for that person that gets picked on, that did nothing wrong, but has this sibling or other person in her life that just constantly craps all over them. And you're like, no, stop that. You really do want to just, mostly beat up her older sister because the other one doesn't really talk. So it's like when the bystander, you got the abuser and the bystander, and it's like, damn it, we got to save this girl.
She does speak. She says the.
But yeah, obviously, with what we are, we don't have any other personal stories for when it comes to Vivian. But as far as a party member, I did use her quite often.
Yeah, yeah. I always just find her context really cool, like a cool insight into what the opposing or what the villains are doing. Like, it's just like a little sneak peek while getting them on your side, like a cool little power trip to get her.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the chapter that Vivian joins your team is probably one of the most unique ones in that game.
Totally.
Yeah, agreed. And I've always found it weirdly impressive how they stick to the idea that she does not jump. She's always connected to the ground. So anytime you do make a jump, the bottom half of her is just going up and down like crazy. So I don't know. It's something fun about that. But yeah, Vivian just it's just a sweetheart. Really, what it comes down to. So, yep, Vivian at number 9. All right, guys, it's time to move on to our number 8 Mario character of all time, and gonna have a bit of a jump this time because they beat out Vivian by 315 points.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll throw one out there. Gino.
Okay.
That's you want to talk about begging for Mario characters in Smash. Gino is it.
Gino.
If I thought he had any chance of making it, I would counter your Gino with the superior character, Mallow.
I mean, I agree with you. I agree he's the better character, but I don't think he's the more popular character there.
No, he's not. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's
also funny because I think a lot of people played Mario RPG for the first time with the Switch version, and they were kind of like, huh. Gino doesn't really do much, does he? Like, cool.
He was talked up for all this time, but on the SNES, I think it's so. I think the reason he sticks out is he's just like this character that you never see in Mario. This kind of badass with a gun.
I think this character is fairly popular. Toadette.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. At number 8. Time for some garlic. Who's up for some Wario at number 8?
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I'm fond of that. Wario's got multiple personalities depending on who the developer is.
Yes,
I think, with internal Nintendo, he's actually kind of like a muscle man. He looks like he's quite chubby, but he's really defined. Really defined muscles, very powerful. If it's Sakurai, he's just a joke.
Farty weird boy.
And WarioWare's also very jokey. Like there's two very different interpretations of Wario, and I think people kind of missed that original one.
Yeah, they might have gotten re-exposed to it thanks to the more recent NSO release of Wario World.
True.
Which is a short...
Wario World kind of defined what I see Wario as.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's probably the most enjoyment I've ever gotten, like out of a standalone Wario game, maybe next to like Wario Land 3. But like Wario World has such a unique vibe that's the kind of Wario I want to see more of.
Yeah.
He's so weird how he just opens his mouth wide and just sucks in all the gold into his
that game just disjoints and squishes him to its heart's desire, like really animated. And the pause theme, I think that's a big part of the personality for Wario there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love the Wario Land games, and it's such a distinct feel from Mario. Like, you go from something that's pretty linear and fast-paced to something much more deliberate and slow and exploration-heavy. And it fits Wario's personality well, especially as the Land games have all those like elemental things. Like when you touch an enemy and they turn you into something. It's such a different personality. It makes Wario way more expressive and just personable than what Mario's able to be.
Yeah, and honestly, there's some really like to see the progression of Wario is really cool because it's like each new game gave him a little bit more personality traits because you have Wario Land 2 where he's the villain and it's like, oh weird, we have a villain that's not Bowser and also not a random alien. There's just this evil version of Mario. That's a neat idea, especially in the 90s where you're not really, as a kid, we're not used to the idea. And he was tough. I remember that, like, as a kid, I had a hard time beating Wario. The rest of the game was a cinch, but man,
Yeah, that
him
card
actually,
was pretty tough as a kid.
yeah, him using all the abilities. And then I don't know who it was that decided, like, this guy's really popular. We should do more with him. Let's make Mario Land 3 a Wario Land game instead, and just have him take over the franchise on Game Boy. And there, it's more of a standard adventure, but it emphasizes getting gold because he's trying to get his own castle, because that was his goal in the first game. And you have that development of like, okay, we got him going after gold for the castle, but maybe now he just likes money. So let's do that and have bring in the gimmicks of him not really being able to die and make him different from Mario. And it's an interesting development of how he becomes more and more defined as time goes on.
Wario Land 3 makes him a full-on treasure hunter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next month, people are going to be playing Virtual Boy Wario Land for the first time. Awesome game. And another one like that was between Wario Land 1 and 2, and it really pushed like his lust for money, like in all areas. Really cool game.
I'm very curious what Virtual Boy is going to be like without the add-on, because I am not picking up the Virtual Boy add-on. Don't.
We don't know if you can play it without it yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm sure you could slide on like Labo VR onto a standard Switch one. That would probably work.
Can I just get the like dollar store like red and green like 3D glasses and put that on and play?
You think so?
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be very interesting to see what they actually do with it. But yeah, it's one I've not played before. I wish there was a way to play it without the VR on, because emulation allows that.
We'll see soon, I guess. Like they say you can't, but I kind of doubt that's the case. Like,
yeah.
Even if it's just two screens side by side, it's got to be possible.
Yeah. There's some workaround to that, but it is funny for me personally anyway. I still associate Wario more with the LAN games than the Ware games, because I've not played a ton of Ware games.
It's interesting with WarioWare, because I've played all the WarioWares, but it's kind of a platform for other characters. Like Wario's mostly there as recognition, I guess. He opens and closes it, but WarioWare is really about the human characters.
Wario's not human now.
I don't know what he is. Look at that guy.
Two of his friends are a dog and a cat.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy is.
I still love how Mona is like actually like, oh, Wario's so cool. Trendy photo girl is like crushing on Wario. That's just funny.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Mm-hmm.
I still need to play Wario Land Shake It though. That's because that game just looks gorgeous.
Very cool game. Yeah.
That's my blind spot.
Yeah, oh man, really, really cool game, and another really good one for his personality too, because it's just so animated.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. So, yeah, Wario's a fun one. Like Waluigi, I feel like could have had the same trajectory, but because he maybe started in a sports game, that's what threw him off a bit.
Probably.
So it was like, how do we? And I don't know, even fan developers don't know what to do with him. Like the fan game for Waluigi is like, let's give him psychic powers, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, yeah, it'd be interesting. But yeah, Wario at number 8. So let's continue on and figure out who our number 7 Mario character of all time is, beating out Wario by 18 points.
Dang.
Very close.
Oh boy.
I'm going to steal Brandon's Toadette, because she's become mainline lately. Hey, she's mine now. Oh, hey.
Toadette belongs to everybody.
You can't take Toadette from me.
Hey, well, you can't tell me what to do. She's mine now.
Peachette.
Oh.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not doing Peachette. She didn't make the top 500. Let's see. You said we're counting like the DK crew, right?
Yep, DK crew counts.
How about Diddy Kong?
Diddy Kong.
All right, going Diddy Kong. All right, at number 7. Hi, I'm Daisy.
There she is.
I
There she
expected her to be
is.
way higher.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I
did
actually
I.
did too, because Daisy has a very outspoken fan base.
Hmm. I think you could have argued Daisy isn't like a core Mario member until recently, because Wanda made her one in a proper platformer. I guess
That's
Mario
true.
Run did too. Um,
Yeah.
but no, she is just one of the mo- uh, most characteristic Mario characters out of all of them. I think Strikers kind of did that for her. Just how
Hmm.
loud and like tomboyish they made her. It just made her really cool. Because up until then, I think she was mostly just the Princess Peach alternative.
Yeah.
Up until I'd argue Double Dash, because I think Double Dash came out before Strikers, correct?
It did, and she
Mhm.
definitely had
She
like louder
that
voice
gave her
clips.
that gave her her
Yeah,
boisterous attitude.
yeah,
Um, where she just you remember the Hi, I'm Daisy, or every time you swap characters,
yeah.
people would use that to annoy each other, but that made her stand out. And then all of a sudden, you get the Strikers interpretation, as you point out, John,
Yeah.
and yeah, that turned some heads and awakened some things in people, I think.
It definitely awakened some things in people. If Strikers didn't happen, some people's lives would have taken a very different direction.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's entirely possible, because I'll be honest, I didn't realize Daisy was a separate character when she was first introduced in Super Mario Land. I thought that was just like Pete. It's like,
Yeah, like a
oh,
mistranslation. They say Daisy, they mean Peach.
or something like that. And it's even weird to think that in the live action movie, it's Daisy,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Peach. They conflated the two characters themselves because she has Peach's backstory,
Yeah.
but she's named Daisy. So
It's interesting though that even back then, like they were pairing Daisy with Luigi.
true.
Mm.
Mario had his real world girlfriend that's for some reason.
He had not Pauline.
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
It's
Why
it's
didn't they call
definitely
her
less of a
Pauline?
thing these days. Like, you don't really see Luigi and Peach, Luigi and Daisy interact like ever.
The last time I
Not
can think
really.
of is like Daisy's Circuit and Mario Kart Wii, where they have like their
Oh,
statues
the
of them
statue of them holding
dancing.
hands. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it is interesting that she has sort of escaped from just being, um, here you go, you can have Luigi, or Luigi, here you go, here's your own princess type thing. They've given her more to do that, and I'm glad they're realizing her potential for putting her in the platformers via Mario Run, where hey, she's the one that
Yeah.
has a double jump, or just giving her her own. Now you get to see Fire Daisy and Drill Daisy and Bubble Daisy and all that stuff.
yeah.
It's nice to see her start getting integrated, because Nintendo realizes, we have a lot of girls playing. We should have more girl characters they can play as beyond Toadette and
Yeah.
Peach.
And
And it
that's
is really cool. So you go ahead, Brandon.
that's a trend that they're still doing, right? Like, with Super Mario Galaxy, they introduced Rosalina. She eventually became a mainstay cast member. They reintroduced Pauline with Mario versus Donkey Kong, and then again, more so with Mario Odyssey, and now she's a mainstay cast member. Um, they did that with Toadette. So like expanding the first ladies in video games, I think is a trend Nintendo's been on for quite some time.
Mm.
Mhm.
It's been interesting to watch as a father of a girl, because she
Mhm.
hasn't, like, no recent Mario game has Peach in that like damsel role, and the Mario movie doesn't either. Like, Peach is always playable now in Mario Wonder, in 3D World, um, and like I think Odyssey's like the most recent example where she is kidnapped, but like since then there's been nothing like that.
And even in that game, like it gets very girl power in the finale of
Yeah, it
Mario
does.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Totally.
Um,
Yeah, and now, like, if in 3D world the option was Peach, as the girl. Now it's like almost a split gender. You got like Mario and Luigi, you got Peach and Daisy, the Toads, Yoshis. It gets like quite androgynous after that.
Mhm.
But it's super cool that everyone plays games. So if you're a kid playing with your siblings, you can mix and match and be what you want to be.
they're
Yeah.
even doing that with the second Mario movie. Like we got that
Yeah.
little scene of Rosalina absolutely eviscerating Mega Leg.
Yeah.
Like that's so cool.
Yeah. And with I have a son, and he loves Daisy. Like Daisy, I think Daisy is his favorite princess. Like he, oh God, he really wanted to unlock Daisy in Super Mario Run, and that is a lengthy process. I have to go through that remix 10, God knows how many times, just to reach level 30. But he wanted it, so we worked at it and got Daisy, and he was excited, and he has plushes of all the most of the Mario characters, but he tends to gravitate towards Daisy and Luigi. That tends to be his favorites. He likes all of them, but those are the ones that you find him constantly going back to. So it's interesting how Daisy fills a role. Like they just the seemingly arbitrary decision to make her a tomboy worked out really well.
Yeah.
So yeah. Real quick before we move on from her, do you prefer her original N64 design where she's a little more peaches, but she had the longer hair and the more traditional dress, or do you like a more recent design?
I like the one that makes her a little bit darker. They do that every now and then.
Yeah.
And then they lean back to the pale look. Because she's from a desert. And I quite like that sort of... it feels like she's from somewhere else. I like that vibe.
No, I pretty much agree.
I love the Oasis Princess or whatever the thing was. Anything that makes her feel more like from Sarasa Land is always really cool. So
give Daisy her melanin back.
Yeah, exactly. There's Daisy at number 7. Let's go ahead and move on to our number 6 Mario character of all time, according to all of you. And they beat out Daisy by 127 points.
I legit don't know. Do you have any ideas, Brandon?
I feel like it's a good time to reintroduce Mario.
He's just saying Mario. Okay.
Reintroduce Mario.
Well, we've just had Daisy. I'll say Rosalina in this case.
All right. At number 6, DK, Donkey Kong is here. I'm like trying to think of puns. I'm like, I used to character puns. I'm used to game puns.
I didn't expect Donkey Kong to crack the top 10. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I just don't think a lot of people associate him that closely.
With Mario.
Yeah.
It's weird because I do, but he's also been so separate for a long time. Like if it wasn't for the sports and party games, you wouldn't feel much of a connection between Mario and Donkey Kong because it really hasn't been a thing since, well, Donkey Kong. But then you had the sort of reintroduction thanks to Mario versus Donkey Kong and all those games where they have a bit more of a connection. But they do generally feel a bit more separate anymore in general, other than a few references like we haven't had in Odyssey. But they're always together. They're just doing their own lives.
Yeah. Donkey Kong's a funny one because in some games I don't choose him because I don't like how they model him. He's a tricky one to make. There's a lot of Mario games where his fur is just like super flat looking.
Yeah.
And Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Brothers for Wii U and Ultimate, they're both part of them. He has really good looking fur in them, and he needs a lot of polygons, that dude, because he has very round like mouths and things, and a lot of those games are just very square, and I don't like how that looks. But I think they've kind of nailed it this time, partly because of the redesign, but partly because of Switch 2. But in Bonanza, looks terrific. In Tennis Fever, looks terrific. In Mario Kart World, the fur could still be better, but looks terrific. I think hardware's caught up with 3D DK.
Yeah,
I've never especially been a fan of DK's rare design, mostly because it doesn't emote particularly well. Donkey Kong just has a face, a face that doesn't really change. But thanks to Bonanza, DK's a lot more emotive and expressive, and I'm so much more of a fan of Donkey Kong now than I've ever been.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't sure about the redesign when I first saw it, but now that it's like stuck around a little bit, it's kind of hard to look back at the old DK models. I'm fine with the Donkey Kong Country games because that tend to be farther away, and he has his own, it's not too detailed, so not too worried about it. It kind of works because of the time, but you look back at like even just Mario Kart 8 designs and other stuff, for the teeth retract and come in, it's like, oh, that's a little weird. But man, just that simple moment where not Peach, but Pauline is declaring something to Void Kong, and she points her finger, and Donkey Kong just goes, oh, and just with his own. It's like, it's such a small acting moment, but it's so much personality, and it's so funny compared that way of having personality for Donkey Kong compared to his introduction in Country, where he's like, bring out the boombox, get away, old man. Cartoon eyes bugging out because Cranky decided to throw a bomb at him.
In Tropical Freeze, I think he's really cool there, very strong and powerful. And his old design kind of works in that case because it's meant to be about, taking your island back. So that sort of fierce expression is really good there. And the first grade there too. But he doesn't really have, if you had to describe his personality, how would you describe him? Would you say he's a monkey that loves bananas? And that's very much the case in Bonanza as well. But they managed to find so much expression in that. And there's
a difference between like his relationship with bananas in the Rare days versus now, because in Rare days it's just, like this is the obvious association we can make, and then with Bonanza they're like, okay, here's all this history of DK loving bananas, let's make DK love bananas.
Yeah. And first place Jason says his personality is he's stupid, and that's it. And that was the whole story of DKC Returns, wasn't it?
He was too dumb to be hypnotized. Yeah. So
I like DK being smart.
Yeah.
Bonanza makes DK feel very competent in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
He's competent, but he's not smart. I think that's sort of the key thing.
Yeah.
You feel smart as a player figuring out some of the puzzles, but it never feels like Donkey Kong is the one figuring out those puzzles. Again, he comes across as a little dumb, maybe it's a little too focused on the bananas, as Pauline talks to him, but he's affable. He's a good guy.
He taught a little girl how to find her voice.
True.
Very true.
Pauline does a lot of heavy lifting in giving DK a character in that game. And it's hard to imagine what they're going to do next time, because she just gives this motivation and groundedness to DK. So I don't know where they're going to go next without Pauline. If they do.
If we get another one, I almost want to see Pauline age up a little bit, like give her like another 2 years and just have her age up alongside Donkey Kong as they have got different adventures each time, and just see how her growing up affects DK. So like let's really drive home this metaphor for fatherhood.
I hope that this friendship with Pauline isn't left at the door with DK Bonanza. Like, I want to see that reflected in future games, spin-offs, whatever. Like, if they ever start adding Team Pauline to some of the sports games in Mario Kart, I want to see that friendship reflected in some ways. Like, don't let that go.
Yeah, agreed. It's good on Rare though for finding a way to keep Donkey Kong relevant, because it's like. I guess he probably would have shown up in Mario Party and Mario Tennis and all that on N64,
maybe
without the Donkey Kong Country games. But
I mean,
you can easily
see a time where the flowers. Like, Rare's DK looks a bit weird when you give him a lot more fidelity. But working with early CG, like that was an impressive model back then. It's Nintendo's fault for not updating it with
100%.
Yeah. The thing I always found weird about the Donkey Kong game, Rare Donkey Kong games, is that they only give him his own game once. Technically.
That's true with Arcade DK as well.
Yeah, that's also true. So very, very odd on that one, but he still had enough personality to sort of carry it through when you were into his whole cast as well.
Would you say Bonanza's doing a lot of heavy lifting in this poll?
Probably.
I think so. I think because he's adorable. He's really adorable in Bonanza.
I was
So.
woefully indifferent to Donkey Kong before Bonanza, I will admit.
Mhm.
But now I see him and he's just this big cuddly guy. I want to give him a hug.
It's funny how Bonanza did so much more for his character than the Mario movie. Like the Mario movie gave him like a nice rivalry with Mario, but that's about it.
Yeah.
He's
Bonanza's like,
mean to Mario in that movie.
oh yeah, he is.
Your dad's right.
Oh god. But yeah, Donkey Kong at number 6. Time for us to hit the top 5.
Oh boy.
It's a tough poll, but maybe you guys will get one as we go along
I
here.
don't think we will.
All right. What is our number 5 Mario character of all time, beating out Donkey Kong by 250-ish points?
I'm going to steal a previous answer from John to get back at him stealing a previous answer of mine. And I'm going to say Rosalina.
Well, I was planning to steal a previous answer from Brandon, being the man himself, Mario.
All right.
If you get it right, I'm going to be mad.
At number 5, get mad, Brandon. It's Mario.
No!
There we go. There we go. I mean, he's the standard all-around guy. What are we to say about him?
It's kind of funny. Let's stick him in the middle of the poll, middle of the top 10. That's perfect.
I mean, you don't get excited to play as him. Like when you get a choice of all these characters in the spin-offs that you can be Chain Chomp, you can be Pauline. You're not really going to choose Mario up until Mario Kart World, where I think it's actually quite acceptable to choose Mario because he's cute there. They've made him all round and bubbly, and I think they finally made him a desirable choice.
I always hear people say this, and I always feel so judged because I am the guy that always chooses Mario. Mario was my hero when I was a little kid, and that's never changed. So I always pick Mario when I play like spin-offs and stuff like that. I feel like Nintendo is doing a disservice to Mario by not letting him have more personality.
I agree because I think he's been Mickey-ified. They've reached a point where they're too nervous to give him any personality beyond the most basic kind, and it's the times where his personality does get outside of that really sticks out for people. But the company doesn't want to go beyond it because they want to have him as nice, safe, recognizable, fun character.
One of my favorite,
he's also got to be a cultural neutral insert, though. Like whether you're a guy or a girl, or it doesn't matter where you come from. I think anybody's got to be comfortable and just jumping around as Mario.
He's the everyman.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can't really give him a proper personality. But I do wish they'd do the Bonanza treatment where he's just reactive, just expressive.
Yeah,
I feel like
Wonder does do.
Yeah, we get that with Wonder. I'd say we get that a little bit with Odyssey as well. We see that Mario is a little bit driven by his romantic interest at some point in that game. He likes to dance. I didn't know that about Mario until that game.
He's always dancing now, isn't he? Yeah.
One of my favorite moments with Mario's in Mario Power Tennis, because if you play the tournament mode, every character you beat tournament mode with has an exclusive animation of them collecting the trophy. And the one of Luigi is incredible because Mario goes up on stage to congratulate him, and then the camera pans down and he is shoving his foot on top of his brother's foot in jealousy. And I'm like, that's beautiful. Give me more of that.
Yeah. Never to be seen again, though.
Yeah, no. Having that need, have that drive, I need to be number one at all costs.
I mean, thankfully we have the Mario movie, and they sprinkle in a little bit more there. Mario doesn't like being underestimated. He doesn't want to just be seen as the small guy who can't do anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, let's play with that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how they take the character for the sequel. Yeah, anytime you do get a little extra personality from Mario, even the end of Dark Moon, where he is so congratulatory of Luigi. It's like that matters to you because you want to like you get just more personality out of him. You will hear him talk more, you hear him interact more, and I think that's the core. Is like if we just see him not keep a standard like I'm gonna get you back, I'm gonna do hero pose, trying to do that. I think he can really stand out. Be a lot of fun.
One of my favorite things about the movie is how much like Mario genuinely loves his brother. Like that's great. That's beautiful. They play a little bit with that in the Mario Luigi games. But they need to let it shine a little bit more. They are the Super Mario Brothers, and I feel like you don't get the brothers very often.
Yeah. Charles Martinet is a legend, but there were a few times when they gave him like opportunities to fully speak as Mario, and one of them was like the Mario Sports. What's the 3DS one? Superstars. That was called?
I think so.
Yeah, there was like a trailer for that where Mario's on a podium, talking for like minutes on end, and it's a bit weird. it's a bit weird, but that's more of a material thing rather than a flaw of the character or a flaw of Charles. I think that they've just never been able to give Mario that material.
Yeah, I mean, Brothership played a bit with Mario, but I never finished it, so I have to assume that it didn't seem to come up throughout most of the rest of the game. But I loved the separation anxiety he had when he couldn't find Luigi at the beginning. Like he's seeing this vision of Luigi, and you could just feel the separation. And like, where's my brother? Where's my brother? Like that overprotective, maybe just protective side of him. Is something that you can sort of build off of. I
don't know if they build upon that. I think that's kind of it. But it's
probably. But I'm just saying in future games, like they could maybe try to do that. I don't know. Like it feels like there's all these seeds they could take where they can have that extra personality. And I have a feeling, maybe based on the reaction to Bonanza, that Mario might get a bit more personality in the next game.
We get a little sprinkle of it too in like Luigi's Mansion 3 when you go into Mario's hotel room and it's crazy messy and there's like pizza everywhere, and I'm like, okay, I'm seeing a little bit behind the curtain now.
I think the connection with all of these are studios that aren't internal Nintendo. It's like Next Level Games and Camelot. They're the ones who are able to squeeze, and like Alpha Dream, they squeeze in a little bit of personality. When it comes to EPD, it's a little flat.
Yeah,
Mario is a guy wearing a suit.
But he's also iconic and just fun to play as, and like the hero. It's hard not to like him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think this placement makes total sense. All right, let's get to our number 4 Mario character of all time, according to all of you, beating out Mario himself by 270 points.
Okay, there are at least 3 characters I feel have to be on this list still.
Yes.
The order in which they show up, though, I'm not entirely sure.
Luigi, Peach, Rosalina, right?
You're missing one, actually. I didn't put Peach in my top 10.
No?
Yoshi.
I think Peach is going to beat out Yoshi.
You think Peach beats out Yoshi?
100%.
Wow. Then I'm going to say Yoshi right now.
I'm saying Peach right now.
All right.
We haven't said Bowser!
I forgot about Bowser.
I'm sticking with Peach.
There's so many Mario characters. Even when you look at the core, it's just like, how do you get them all in here? Okay. At number 4, redemption for Brandon. It is Yoshi.
Yeah,
but we don't know yet because Peach can still be higher.
That's true. That is true.
You talk down to me.
But as far as the number 4 spot,
sure,
Yoshi is it. And I don't, as somebody who grew up in the era, all of us really did, honestly. You should not underestimate what Yoshi fever was like back in the day. This is a character that was just fire immediately. Everybody loved Yoshi. Just immediately took to you. Like he was just the coolest thing when it came to Mario World. He was, I think, kind of the reason you probably wanted to get Mario World. It's like, you get to ride a dinosaur that eats things. That's so cool.
I got the pleasure of Mario World being like one of the first games I ever saw or played. Yoshi means a whole lot to me. Yoshi was everything when I was a kid. Yoshi's Island blew me away as a child, and ended up being my favorite game for a long time just because of how much I loved Yoshi. Yoshi's got star power. There's a reason we still haven't seen him in the the marketing for the Mario movie, because they know that's what people want.
I like it when Yoshi speaks full English. It doesn't happen often, but
Don't
every
you
now and then.
speak that vile language to me.
Are you talking about I don't know many places in game other than like they translate for him. Or are you talking about the Super Show or when they did Mario World? Because
I'm talking about like in Mario 64, you get on top of the castle and Yoshi just greets you with full English sentences, being like, "Oh man, I've missed you, man. Where you been?"
That's right.
Yeah,
there's a typo in that sentence too somewhere too. Like
yeah.
Yoshi's not. He's not great at English, apparently.
But the fact that he's making an attempt to speak, like what dinosaur does that? It's rare.
I did think you were talking about Yoshi from the Super Mario World cartoon. I hate his voice in the cartoon.
That interpretation is so bad.
It's awful.
It's also that I think that same actor also played Diddy Kong in the Donkey Kong show.
I think it's tolerable in the Donkey Kong Country show, but that Yoshi is burn it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, Press Play to Jason is clarifying. Yoshi did speak full sentences in Mario World.
That's true when you hatch him for the first time.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. But what a cool power up though, which is basically what he is. Being able to put a dinosaur that Mario rides on. And I think what makes it really cool too is it's a companion. Like you're able to ride it across multiple levels. There's every now and then where it makes you ditch him. But they downgraded that so much with like the new games when they introduce Yoshi. It's like he can't leave the level with you anymore. So
I hated that.
Yeah,
why are you doing
dumb.
that? Yeah,
you could take the babies with you.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think Mario just having a companion to go on the adventure with him that isn't, like just Luigi, I think was exciting to people. Yoshi in himself is a thread of power-ups, even as far back as Mario World, because the different shell colors gave him different abilities. They re-explore that in Super Mario Galaxy 2 by giving Yoshi several different power-ups that he can obtain.
Power-ups on power-ups.
Yeah, Yoshi's just cool, like all the way down. He's also adorable, and I mean, I don't think I've ever met someone who's played a Mario game and doesn't love Yoshi.
No. I don't like how they've babyified him a bit though in recent years.
Yeah.
Every sequel to Yoshi's Island, apart from maybe Woolly World, even then a little bit, it's like, this is the baby game. Here comes out the xylophone. I don't like that stuff. Because Yoshi games are accessible to everyone. I don't know why they keep leaning into like these play school vibes.
Yeah, but maybe because he is just that appealing to young kids, because Kai likes to play Yoshi in Mario Wonder because he doesn't get hurt and he gets that little extra jump, so that's cool to him. He actually enjoyed the find the item aspects of Crafted World, where you go back in and like find this item this time. He really enjoyed that. So I don't know. It does maybe find him so like us with memories of like, no, Yoshi's cool. And there is that sort of disconnect there, but I think it kind of just works. So it's like, no, he just really appeals to young kids. That's his audience. So let's really appeal to that and get that in there as soon as possible.
I'm hopeful that they dial it back a little bit the other way with Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I'm more confident in that game than I am, or than I have been with the last several Yoshi games.
Yeah.
it's weird too, because like Yoshi's Island, while being about baby
A
Mario,
baby.
baby Luigi,
Yeah.
it's very cute and like like crayon and bright colors. That game is hard.
Yeah, it is.
That game is not for the
It's got
weak-willed.
stakes. It's got fear and anxiety.
Yeah.
Where's that in Yoshi and the Flippin' Book? Where's the anxiety?
Yoshi in the flipping book. Um, yeah, I feel like maybe they took the wrong lessons from Yoshi's Island. They've never managed to recapture what makes that game great.
I would well, maybe not visually or anything like that.
Woolly
It's a
World
little
comes
different flavor.
close.
I'd say Woolly World is probably the closest. I'd say Woolly World is superior to Yoshi's Island. But
Oh, you're talking
that's
to the guy who famously doesn't like Yoshi's Woolly World.
Oh,
That's
that
a
explains
topic
it.
for another day.
Yeah, that could
For
yeah,
a
that
very
could be
long time.
yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely has to be a different topic. But yeah, just to emphasize his personality though, it's like Yoshi appeared in Mario World and became so popular he got his own game, his own like he was the star of the next platformer. Plus he got a puzzle game with Yoshi, another puzzle game with Yoshi's Cookie. Let's make him the face of a third puzzle game
Yeah.
so we can localize Tetris Attack and Panel de Pon. And then you know what? Let's give him his own shooter to emphasize the super scope.
Yoshi
Like
Safari, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Yoshi like was just everywhere. We'll put him back in the NES for the Mario Mario Learning series.
Mhm.
He was just the character, and I think there is like it seems like not much of a reward to like, hey, you found Yoshi on top of the castle at the end for getting 120 stars, but no, there's Yoshi in 3D. That's cool. I think that is like legit just the reward. Is like, here's Yoshi. So
They knew what they had.
oh yeah, they definitely did. So this makes sense. I had a feeling Yoshi would make top 5. Let's continue on to figure out our top 3 Mario characters, and number 3
boy.
beat out Yoshi by 79 points.
This is actually really tough because there's definitely more than 3 that probably should be here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chat saying Bowser's got me like, well, Bowser's got to be up here.
It'd be weird if he's not.
Yeah. I'm gonna Rosalina is my next one. I'm gonna throw that out again.
I was hoping you would say Bowser because I think this is a good place for Peach, but I'll go Bowser.
All right. At number 3, Bowser.
Okay.
There he is. There's the man.
Probably one of the most iconic villains of all time, and a brilliant job of updating him and keeping him interesting. Like the fact that they're somehow able to maintain him being legit threatening at points, but also goofy as hell is incredible.
RPG's doing some heavy lifting here, I think.
True.
Paper Bowser is one of my favorite depictions of Bowser of all time.
Mhm.
He's such a goober. Like you said, he is legitimately threatening in the original Paper Mario. He beats Mario handedly at the beginning of the game.
Mhm.
And then even when you get to him again, like he's got crazy amounts of power behind him, but he's also an idiot.
Yeah. He is.
I love his depiction in Thousand Year Door, where like at the end of every chapter you see what Bowser's up to, and he's one chapter behind. And him and Kamek are like getting up to like Team Rocket levels of silliness.
Mhm.
That's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like modern Bowser in the EPD games as well. Like Odyssey, I think it just gives you constant stakes because usually it's just Peach has been kidnapped. Now there's a mission to stop from the marriage, but it's cool seeing him like getting ready for it. You get all these different stories per world, and it's just more personal there. But then Bowser's Fury just turns into a god. What is it people thought the translation was before we found was it like
Godslayer.
Fury
Yeah,
Godslayer Bowser? That was it.
Godslayer Bowser.
And I still think that's a good name.
That is a good name. That is an excellent name. Yeah, I mean, he was legit tough in the original Super Mario Brothers. I remember like screaming and running around the room when I actually beat him in World 8-4 back in the original. It was a huge accomplishment for me as a kid. And just seeing him evolve and all his new interpretations. And honestly, it's really, I didn't grow up with Nintendo Power, but it's really funny how the Super Mario Adventures comic nailed his personality, like what it would become in that comic, because he's straight up just his version from Mario and Luigi or Paper Mario, because he is goofy in that. Nobody really takes him seriously, but he is a threat. So he's like this. He's a petulant child, a lot in that, basically in that one, who really loves Peach and just wants to get married. Like, he gets her hypnotized and she starts admitting his love, and he has to pull out a video camera because he has to document this. That's the level of character he is in that. But it's endearing, and the way they expand upon it in more recent games like the Mario and Luigi games, especially Bowser's Inside Story, which is just honestly one of his shining moments, just to see him expanded upon and have him be the protagonist for a good chunk of that game is so much fun. And I don't know, it just, he's endearing. Again, Kai really likes Bowser.
It's so hard not to like Bowser. John mentioned that EPD also does a good job with this, and he's right. Like, the more I think about it, starting with like Super Mario Sunshine, basically all of his 3D villain portrayals always end with him being beaten and then humanized right afterwards. After Sunshine, oh, Mario beat me. Now I have to be honest to my son about whose mother isn't.
Also, Bowser, strangely great dad.
Yeah. Those parental control videos are incredibly popular because of Bowser's depiction. There's I mentioned it earlier, but I love the moment after Odyssey where Mario and Bowser are both like vying for Princess Peach's love, and they both get rejected, and Mario comforts him. It's just cute. Like, they, at the end of the day, like, these guys get into big brawls, but at the end of the day, they can hang out and be like, yeah, it's whatever.
All of a sudden, the parties and the Mario Karts make more sense. And honestly, I'd credit Mario Party with giving a lot more of that personality of Bowser as well, because that's where you get the people loving him, just like, you found me, and he's just laying out like one of your French girls or something like that, or just being so petty and just like, I screwed you over, and that type of thing. It really does emphasize those aspects of him. They have just done a really good job of reinforcing as time has gone on.
It's interesting. Like, we've talked about the movie a few times here, and I feel like Bowser is the character that has stayed truest to who he actually is in his movie depiction, because they've done such a good job like fostering his character that they didn't have to do much. It was the material was there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
he's also one for the little freakos. The little freakos love Bowser. You've seen what they're doing with them? Those little freakos.
They're even doing it in the movie now.
They are.
Oh yeah, he drew himself like that. Oh yeah, they love that. And then Brandon talking about the whole comforting thing. That's how we got Bowsette in that whole saga.
Yep.
What would life be without the freakos? It'd be a lot worse.
It'd be a lot worse. Yeah.
And this, we haven't even talked about his actual character design, which I think is excellent.
Oh yeah.
There's no other character that looks like Bowser in media that I can think of.
Yeah.
It's just a unique design. Sakurai was so affected by it as a child that he created Giga Bowser. This is what it looked like to him when he was a kid. That's freaky.
Yeah.
But I think Bowser's just a really well-rounded character and deserves to be up here.
All right, it's time for our top two, and number 2 beat out Bowser by 460 points, roughly.
John, I'm losing hope.
So you go, Brandon.
I'm losing hope in Princess Peach here, John.
I'm not. I'm losing. I feel like Rosalina should be here, but I think this is Luigi and Peach. I'm losing hope in Rosalina.
All right, I've got Rosalina and Luigi. I just haven't decided which order they go in yet.
I think Luigi's number one. He's always declaring that he's number one.
You're right, but the internet is a powerful thing, John.
Not more powerful than Luigi, then.
What about the
No way.
freaks?
I'm
That's
betting
true.
on the freaks here. I'm saying Luigi.
All right, you bet on the freaks. I'll go with Peach again, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
At number 2, Rosalina.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel this. Rosalina is a character design that as soon as they showed her off, holy crap, I was sold.
Yeah, Disney saw it and they thought to themselves, we're taking that for Elsa. That's ours now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Look, my little 12-year-old heart started beating a little faster when I saw Rosalina the first time.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've been a sucker for hair flip over a single one of the eyes for a long time, and as soon as she had that hairstyle, I was like, oh damn it.
I always, and this is not to discount Peach in any way, I always liked Rosalina more than Peach because Rosalina did feel powerful to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like she was representative of what Peach would eventually become in the modern day. But they still needed Peach to be a damsel back then. So they brought in Rosalina to be like this powerhouse, female character. And I thought that was sick. Like, another cool thing about Rosalina to me is in Super Mario Galaxy, you don't really get a great idea of what the limits of her powers are.
Yeah.
So like there's so much mystery behind her, as well as like the storybook and what you learn about her past, that I think Rosalina is just infinitely more interesting.
She doesn't really like do a whole lot in Galaxy. Like it's mostly find all these stars to power my little engine so I can take you through to where Bowser is. That's mostly the hook. But there's so much aura to her though. And then the storybook that just grounds her far beyond, like far, far, far beyond any other Mario character.
Absolutely.
It's legitimately just tremendous writing. It could hold its own. It holds its own now as a proper storybook that you could read to kids. It's just that good.
Yeah, and you talk about the aura. It's just because all the Lumas look up to her, like they are just absolutely enraptured by her. And these are things that can be turned into planets. So it's like there's a power there. And if as you both said, the storybook giving her the backstory that you want to see more from her. Like it's a character, as soon as you see that, it's like, I want her in tennis, I want her in golf, I want her in kart, I want her everywhere. And that's that they eventually did that, where she started showing up in all those games. And
not to dig too deep into this game in particular, but I think what I said about Rosalina, like in her powers, like feeling like unexplored and limitless, I feel like Sparks of Hope really plays with that a lot. And just kind of reinforces that feeling for me.
I've still not played that, but I mean, I think everybody clocked what was going on in that game immediately.
It's quite rare that a new Mario character joins the cast. Because we get like a lot of new characters introduced, like in the GameCube era, like EGAD and like Forfall and all that. Most of them, they're one and done, so they stay for their respective game, maybe appear as like a little Easter egg or something, but they don't stay for Mario Party or Mario Kart and all that. Rosalina, I think as soon as you saw her in Mario Kart Wii, you're like, yeah, she's here forever now.
Even like the Pauline afterwards, it took Pauline most of the Switch generation to like kind of be guaranteed as a character in those spin-offs. But Rosalina, it was right off the bat, like she was in.
It helped as well that she gives a nice variety to the female characters, because now they had a large version of her girl, since she's so tall and whatnot. So there's a function to it as well. But it just it helps that she's incredibly popular, and no surprise whatsoever that she made it into Smash. Like, we found a moveset for Rosalina for Smash Brothers. We're gonna make that work. And yeah, just seeing how much it goes beyond. I remember people being very excited that she was playable in 3D World.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can't remember if Nintendo did. I remember now. They did not reveal that for the longest time. We got review copies, played
It was
through,
embargoed.
found out, yeah, it was embargoed, found out that she was the extra character in that game, which felt so huge. And then like a week before the game released,
Yeah.
Nintendo themselves put out a trailer like, hey, Rosalina's playable.
And you still
like,
couldn't talk about it.
Yeah. And it's like, why would you ruin that surprise?
Yeah. But it was super cool, though. Finishing 3D
yeah.
World, going up to space, seeing the Comet Observatory again, and then playing as Rosalina. Like, it was the thing of fan fiction. You know, it didn't sound real, but it was super cool that it was.
Seriously.
Rosalina is a character I'd love to see get representation in like Mario and Luigi or the next Paper Mario, because there's so much that can be done with the character. Like, I'm still interested in how she's going to play into the upcoming movie.
Totally.
Like, she, in that trailer, like, she's fighting Megaleg and doing stuff we haven't seen her do before. And I'm like, okay, clearly they've got some ideas going into this.
I don't really want, like, Mario Galaxy 3. I think, like, if you are to continue Mario Galaxy, I'd love Rosalina just to continue it. Like, just have her starring in a Galaxy-esque platformer and let Mario keep doing his own innovation stuff.
I wonder if that would be cool, is just like retain the Galaxy gameplay for Rosalina, and that way you don't have to try to think of a new play style like they have to do with Peach. It's like where it's like Mario but not Mario, or like,
because she already has the moveset in 3D World, just like the spin and the Galaxy sort of feel.
Yeah. So it makes sense. But yeah, it is interesting. You're right. She hasn't, outside of Rabbids, she has not appeared in RPGs, which feels very weird, because she's appeared everywhere else. She is
I have a feeling she's going to be appearing a lot here in the next 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, I think that is a good point. So, yeah, and the popularity is definitely there. So,
look, she gets a starring role in a Mario movie, and Pauline was relegated to a cameo.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, Rosalina at number 2. So it's finally time to see our number 1 character, Mario character of all time, beating out Rosalina by 900 points, basically.
Jeez. It's the Green Man.
Yeah, it's Princess Peach. No, it's Luigi. There's no way it's not Luigi.
At number 1, it's Luigi.
There he is.
And talk about a character redemption. From the Ultimate Player 2 to, now this guy's cool, I want to hang out with him. Like, he is the underdog, he is the lovable goofball, he is just, the one with personality. And I think that I think this goes to show how much personality matters for characters.
Yeah. He was literally just Green Mario in Super Mario Brothers and the arcade game. And then Mario 2 gave him so much differences to Mario. They made him floaty, made him a bit slippery, made him a bit of a weirdo.
It's funny to think about that too, because that's really just kind of a side effect of what Mario 2 is. Yeah. Like, it wasn't necessarily an intentional choice. It's just like Luigi, he's gonna be the floaty guy from Doki Doki Panic.
Well, we got to figure out what the floaty guy's name was. I think all of Luigi is owed to the floaty guy.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is they get the floatiness and sort of the weirdness from Mario 2 USA, but then Mario 2 Japan is where he got his slipperiness from.
Yeah.
So they combined the two when he became playable in Galaxy, for example. So
it's so weird to think about it though. Like, as far as like Super Smash Brothers Melee, Luigi was just reskinned Mario. He didn't even have his own voice lines. His voice lines in Melee are Mario's pitched up. And I'm like,
exactly, yeah.
It's wild to think we got all the way into the GameCube era before Luigi really got truly defined by Luigi's Mansion.
I think a lot of his lust is that we don't usually have him in like the mainline 3D games. There's a huge urban mystery about is Luigi in Mario 64? He wasn't in Sunshine. And then when you get to Galaxy, like you get to play as him for 100%ing it. He's something you earn rather than the default expectation. I think that's a big part of why he's so cool.
Mm-hmm. And then the RPGs, he's basically a joke. Well, the paper RPGs, he's basically a joke.
Time, yeah.
They just bully him. He's just this weirdo. They have his own side story that everybody wants a Paper Luigi game because they want to see the ridiculousness of his story. But I think that's why I also appreciated Mario and Luigi, because that was his chance to really shine. And to go from him actively not wanting to join the adventure in Superstar Saga to him being kind of like the linchpin of brothership.
Yeah. I mean, he even kind of is in Dream Team.
True.
I think Luigi is the protagonist of the Mario and Luigi games. Mario's just there too.
Yeah.
True.
And of course, Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Which Mario's never been a character-driven game, and I think those games are. It's all about his expressions and reactions, and they decided to make him a bit of a coward, but a lovable coward, one that sees it through. And we don't
would argue
that
he's not a coward.
Yeah.
Luigi is put in a scary situation, and he is brave enough to deal with that and save his brother. So Luigi's not a coward. He's a brave boy, and everyone should clap for him.
Exactly. Oh goodness. Yeah, I mean, there's not much of I can really say beyond that, because like we all get it. We all understand why Luigi's popular and fun.
When I was a kid, playing Super Mario World, I used to plug in a second controller just so I could be Luigi, because I thought Green Mario was cool.
Yeah, there's a fun design to him. Like the green and white actually looks really nice whenever it has a fire flower. And he had a fun characterization in the Super Show, where he does have that kind of cowardly personality. So it's funny how these traits do kind of leak in a lot of places where as they sort of developed over time, and you saw them take greater shape.
I mean, Luigi is so likable that in Mario Galaxy movie, Bowser likes him.
He loves him.
But not Mario.
Mario's a jerk in that movie. He says to Bowser, "That's trash." don't like that. Don't like that. It's just subconscious too. Red, bad. Green, hell yeah, good.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's very true.
Just science.
Red, you just want to stop, but Luigi, no, to go. Mario's never gotten his own year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Mario never tanked Nintendo's profits.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, poor Luigi. And then you get, I think his paper crowning achievement is definitely his Mr. L alter ego that everybody loves. Definitely one of the most memorable moments of Super Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Even his characterization in Origami King, I really like. Luigi is so committed to helping Mario out and searching for the key to Princess Peach's castle that he just shows up throughout that game, finding keys that are the wrong keys, but he's still trying, and that's admirable.
Yeah. So even he's getting a little bit of a boost in the paper games compared to, I'll just stay home and write in my diary, to I'll be on my own adventure where I screw everything up, to actively helping be actually useful type thing. So there's our top 10 Mario characters. How are you feeling about that top 10 before we quickly go over the top 50?
Poor Princess Peach.
Well, I am a little bit confused by that, actually, because I've seen so many huge, passionate fan bases for Peach, like huge communities with like massive followers, just like posting images of Peach every day. Maybe this just didn't reach those guys, but I feel like they're one of the most passionate ones of all of them.
I feel like Peach is so recently like seeing a turn from like damsel in distress to heroine that maybe it hasn't like fully set in yet, if that makes sense.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because she's so defined as the damsel in distress. Like she is who you think of when you think damsel in distress in anything.
Mm.
And they're trying to get that around. Like you have her Striker's depiction, you have her, at the end of Odyssey, you have her going on her own little adventures and her spinoffs. But for whatever reason, they have a hard time latching on because everybody's so used to the damsel in distress personality.
Yeah. People who are like outside, gaming fandom or who don't play games necessarily. The Princess Peach in the Mario games, she's the princess. They don't know her name. They just know that you got to go rescue her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting to see what Nintendo will do to try to help that, because I think Sunshine also very much put her as an airhead. Like, I'm your mama. Like,
Yeah,
I think you know. Yeah. So yeah, but hey, that works out because Peach is number 11.
Well, there you go. There's still like such an aesthetic to a Pinky character. Like, it doesn't have to be like a girly thing. It's just my favorite PS2 is the pink PS2, the pink slim PS2. What an aesthetic that is. Peach is that. She's a pink PS2.
I still do have a slight criticism of like Princess Peach's Mario movie interpretation. I love her being this powerhouse, but I feel like she can be a powerhouse and a girly girl at the same time.
Yeah. All she has is the dress.
Yeah, and I feel like they're almost doing a disservice to her because of that.
Mm-hmm. That being said, her in the Toad outfit is something I want to see more of, because that actually is like, that's kind of cool. That works. She's only 60 points behind Waluigi, so she was close. She almost made it. So
Waluigi's just too beautiful.
Yeah,
can't beat him.
At number 12, Pauline.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
her star is rising. She's definitely like, she does not have as many representations. Where she's appeared, it's been very strong with Odyssey and Bonanza, but her presence in the Mario versus the Donkey Kong games definitely didn't do anything other than, oh, it's cool she's back, but it didn't give you anything to work with.
She's my main character in Tennis Aces. So if you see a Pauline called John, that's probably me.
Well, there you go.
They lean so far into her personality, being that she sang a song once.
Yeah,
a lot of her, like when she does a trick in Mario Kart World, she just like does a little song, or in Tennis Aces, when you do a special, she sings One Up Girl. Like, I think there's probably more to Pauline than having sang a song once or twice.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not now because of Bonanza, where they just reinforced that.
Yeah, and she's the singing girl. Yeah.
Pauline is how we finally get a Mario rhythm game that's not DDR.
Sure.
It's a crime we haven't had one.
Right. 13 was Fawful.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, 13 was Fawful. People love Fawful. That way of speaking, his derangement, him getting to be the main villain in the most popular Mario and Luigi game.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. People want to see him back. It'd be cool if he could come back. He's kind of dead, but I guess that hasn't stopped people before.
True.
Number 14 is our most popular normal enemy of Mario. Who's just real quick? Who do you think? Just off the gut
Shy Guy.
feeling.
Yeah, Shy Guy.
Shy Guy is our most popular.
People love masks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shy Guy. I was kind of surprised by that. I did not expect Shy Guy to be our most popular normal enemy.
I think you can't be too normie to be popular. Like you stomp on 1,000 Goombas, and I don't think you really think about them anymore. Shy Guy, he's a little bit more rare and just stands out more.
Yeah,
I really did think that one of these would have cracked the top 10. I'm a little surprised.
It gets tough. It's like, I mean, the only one, like, who would you get rid of the top 10 to put one of these guys in there? That's the thing.
Sorry, Donkey Kong.
Also weird to think that Shy Guy originated in Doki Doki Panic.
Yeah.
We owe so much to that game.
Really do. Number 15, King K. Rool.
King K. Rool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely toes that line for me. Like, I accept Donkey Kong and maybe Diddy as Mario characters. K. Rool, I think he's very, like, he's DK's villain. He never really interacts with Mario that much.
Mario Strikers.
Not
Strikers. Baseball. The baseball one. Sorry.
I've never played. I don't know what baseball is.
It's like
He
cricket,
has like
but
this
American.
like this Egyptian theme in that game. It's really weird.
Yeah. So K Rule, I forget which of the Super Sluggers. Thank you, Natalie. Yeah, is where K Rule actually interacts with the rest of the Mario crew. Otherwise, we have the Kremlings working as goalies and strikers and so forth. But
I think it's still just a little too far removed from me.
it's a little bit. It seems weird to have him in there. It feels incongruous, but maybe they can make it work. I don't know, but he counted, so he's in here and he's popular. At 16, Diddy Kong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which that makes a bit more sense.
I want him more common. It's a bit of a fight to get Diddy Kong to appear in any spin-off these days.
We just got him back in Mario Kart 8, and then they cut his legs off and threw him off the cliff again.
Took him away.
Yeah.
At number 17, Toad.
Just standard Toad.
Yeah, just Toad.
Just
I think
Toad.
there are
All
better
the
Toads
Toads.
than Toad.
She's Barbie. He's just Toad.
Yeah. Number 18, Bowser Jr.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this is pretty appropriate because Bowser Jr. is definitely a character that people weren't really too into at first. Like it took a while to warm up to Bowser Jr., but I think he's reached that point.
It's the parental controls video. That's why I like him now.
I don't dislike Bowser Jr., but I think I'm still waiting for him to have his moment. I guess the Mario Galaxy movie is his moment.
Could be. Be nice if he had better boss fights. I think that would help him a lot.
Yeah.
At number 19, Goombella.
Goombella's better than Bowser Jr. Come on, people.
Perfect amount of sass right there with Goombella. She just knows how to handle sexist Goombas. So
I want to see any Paper Mario 1 partners. They don't have no personality.
Well, they have some until they join you, and then it's gone. At number 20, Dry Bones.
Dry Bones. Okay.
Dry Bones was
like
my
Goomba?
that was my guy
Goomba.
in whatever Mario Party he was first introduced in.
I think Dry Bones knows that line where he's obviously based off the Koopa Troopa, but the bone gimmick is so unique and ubiquitous where he's like, you smash him, but he's coming back.
Yeah.
It adds that extra little layer of trouble to most Mario games.
Yeah.
At number 21, King Boo.
King Boo. Yeah, I like King Boo.
I don't like fake King Boo. It's got to be Luigi's Mansion King Boo.
Right.
Yeah.
The King Boo you get in outside of Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah. Don't just put a crown on a Boo. No way.
Yeah.
I'm still mad at you, Mario Kart 8.
Yeah. At 22, Toadette.
Okay.
I thought Toadette would be higher than this.
Yeah.
I
People
think
love Toadette.
She's you like her, but she's also kind of on the side most of the time. She doesn't really get a chance to really step up.
Yeah. She has had it more lately. Like she's in Wonder, she's playable in Merry Maker 2. Like she's definitely stepped up to being the core cast. Because for ages she was just like a Waluigi kind of level spin-off character.
True. Number 23, Birdo.
Birdo, okay.
Okay.
Birdo.
I love how every time she shows up anymore, it's just like it's all about the glamour. It's just like this is weird.
It would be cool for Birdo to just return, like as a boss or something, because she's just spin-offs now. Has Birdo been in a game since Mario 2? Like a core no.
She consistently reappears in the Paper Mario games as kind of like a gag.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird we've never had a game with Birdo where like firing eggs is a gameplay mechanic. I feel like we should try that out. Yeah.
Weird they got paired up with Yoshi a lot for a while.
Just size adjacents, I guess.
I guess.
Like Double Dash. What's the closest thing to Yoshi? It's Birdo.
They both have eggs.
Yeah.
True. At number 24, Captain Toad.
Captain Toad's better than Toad. What are we talking
about? Yeah. Captain Toad's my guy.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot how early he showed up. Like I forgot that he was introduced in Galaxy and whatnot. Maybe even that. But yeah, it was just interesting. At number 25, Gino.
Okay, yeah. So Brandon was right earlier. Mallow is definitely better than Gino. Gino has aura. He aura farms all over the place, but there's not a whole lot more to him other than being a doll that's come to life.
He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do much, but he is cool.
Yeah, it's cool design, cool powers. That's it.
Yeah.
26, Professor Egad.
Yabu Yabu?
Mhm.
Yabu Yabu. This man deserves to be in spinoffs, and he has not been able to break through, and that drives me nuts because it seems like such an obvious choice.
It's weird because he keeps appearing.
Yeah,
Like in
He's-
Luigi's Mansion.
he's still in Luigi's Mansion. He got to be in 2 Mario and Luigi games. Yeah, so like why he was mentioned in Sunshine? Like this is a character that's kind of important, but they just we don't want to have anybody play the old man other than
Mhm.
Cranky. Maybe actually, I don't even.
What a
think Cranky
shame.
is playing. Yeah, either way. We have a tie for 27, which I think is rather funny because it's between Dixie Kong and Funky Kong.
Oh man,
Yeah, that checks out, I think. Both
Yeah.
of those Kongs are very popular.
they're both wonderful.
Yeah, they're fun. They've both made it into Mario Kart, so good for them. Dixie deserves to be in a mainline
Oh.
Mario Kart.
Yeah. Dixie should be part of the mainline cast. Like, just have a next platformer being like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, and Dixie.
There you go. At 29, Boo. Just a Boo.
Just a boo.
I love Boo.
Boo,
Love Boos.
Boo is a very memorable enemy in Mario 3. Like when I seen that
Oh,
for the
yeah.
first time as a kid, it's like managing that thing.
Yeah.
At number 30, Dementio from Super Paper
Okay.
Mario.
Yeah. Or I think a lot of the characters in that game, they're very abstract, just sort of shapes thrown together.
Mhm.
A lot of them don't land for me, but this one does. He's really well designed.
Dementio really does stand out.
His abilities kind of line up thematically with the character designs
Yeah.
in that game.
Mhm. Very much so. At 31, speaking of Super Paper Mario, Count Black.
Okay.
All right.
Fun design. Very much, I think, lifted up by his backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
32, we have another tie between Mallow and Petey Piranha.
What odd parallels.
Yeah.
Sure.
Interesting that Mallow is really not that far behind Gino.
Yeah.
Like he is actually rather close.
That means history is correcting itself.
Yeah. I think Mallow's in a different league to Petey Piranha, personally. Like
Yeah.
he's a little weirdo that shows up every now and then. Made sense in Sunshine, and then he just still kind of appears for spin-offs sometimes.
Yeah, he's there.
Petey and King Boo being playable in Double Dash really changed the course of history for those
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah, it really did. At number 34, Nabbit.
I like Nabbit.
I hate Nabbit so much.
I'm not a
Hate
fan of
Nabbit?
Nabbit.
You hate Nabbit?
I don't
I'm-
like him.
Why do
I
you
don't hate
Nabbit?
him, but I'm also just not like I guess I'm indifferent. So I'm in the in between you.
Whenever
two.
Nabbit showed up in Mario Hue and he was like, I got an item, come get me. And I'm like, no, I have stuff to do.
I can respect that, but I think he's pretty cool looking.
He stole Bowser Jr.'s mask and we still don't know why.
There's mystery to him, a lore.
I guess so, yeah. Number 35. I'm gonna have to get through these a little quicker now because I'm running out of time. Lady Bo.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
sure.
yep. She has a lot of personality.
Mhm.
36. Bobbery.
Also,
Thousand
good.
Year Door cast is starting to come out. At 37, Koopa Troopa.
Just a standard Koopa
Yeah.
Troopa.
Just a
They
Koopa Troopa.
they were a trend for a while. People would do like TikTok dances with
Ba-
stopping to the bum.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
forgot about that. Let's see. At I lost my place. At 38, Toadsworth. Rest in peace.
Toadsworth.
Yep. He's buried behind the castle somewhere.
Yeah.
Nintendo decided we don't want old people in here. Get away, Egad. Get away, Toadsworth. At 39, Kamek. I'm actually surprised Toadsworth ranked above Kamek because Kamek
Me
appears
too.
way more often.
Mhm.
Yeah. Kamek and like he's a big part of Galaxy's like cinematic feel in the opening. Like just like that sort of imposing threat. Really cool in Mario World as well. Like they're always just cool.
Mhm. At number 40, And this is for you, John. Cow, 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 cow.
Oh, cow. Okay, yeah, cow. We love cow. Cow should be way higher. Cow behind Toadsworth? Are you kidding me?
Cow in the top 50 is crazy.
Cow in the top 50. At 41, Paper Bowser.
Cow over Paper Bowser? I'm going to have to fight somebody now.
Well, what about Paper Cow, though? What would we be talking about then, huh?
Okay. All right.
At 42, Goomba.
Just Goomba, yeah.
Okay.
Just a Goomba. 43, Cranky Kong.
Okay.
There's a bit of crossover there. 44, Luma.
Over, what's the big one called?
Lubba.
Oh, Lubba. Yeah,
Lubba.
over Lubba.
Who's
45, Monty Mole.
Monty Mole, okay.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. At 46, our most popular Koopaling, Ludwig von Koopa.
Over Roy
All right.
Koopa?
Hey, over Iggy. Ludwig makes sense to me because he was kind of my favorite for the longest time just because he was the last one in 3, so he felt like the most powerful.
Yeah,
So-
but Roy's got glasses. Sunglasses. He's
True.
cool.
Yeah, but he's not named Ludwig.
Roy's our boy.
47, Piranha Plant. He made it into Smash, you know.
He did.
He did. He got the invite.
48, Koops.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have
49.
any issue with that as a Paper Mario 1 character?
Oops
No.
is a 1,000-year door character.
Thousand Year Door.
What's the Paper Mario 1 version called?
That's Cooper.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
you're right.
At
you're
49, Cooper.
Right. Oh, how do you
Okay,
feel about
get that
then?
crap out of
The
here.
highest Paper Mario 64 character partner is Cooper, apparently.
He's cool though. He's got like a little necktie,
Blue shell.
blue
shell.
shell.
There you go. And finally, at number 50, Cappy.
Okay.
Cappy.
Cappy. Cappy.
So there we are. So yeah, there is our top 50. Oh yeah, Lady Bo was earlier. I forgot about that. I for some reason I associated Lady Bo with Thousand Year Door.
She is in that game.
Yeah. But yeah, there is our top 50 Mario characters. Still a lot out there that we didn't quite get to. People were voting for some odd ones like 84 points for Anne Hathaway. the wife of Shakespeare, who appeared in one of the Mario teaching games.
Sure.
I didn't get rid of it because it's just such a strange thing. And then 82 points for George Washington from the Super Show.
Where's
Multiple people.
Yes, enough for 82 points for George Washington Toad. I don't know if he counts, but it just amused me.
Yeah.
And here's a good one. Reclusa got 71 points,
Oh.
which is pretty solid for a brothership that doesn't get talked about too often.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was expecting a few more minions in there. Like where are all my Ninja fans and Peepa fans?
So Ninja was the last one to get above 100 points with 101.
Oh, okay.
So just real quick, because I do have to get going. Just beyond the 50 that I did count, Wiggler, Captain Syrup, tied with Big King Babam, Twink, Olivia, Paper Peach, Poochie tied with Dupless, Parakarry, Paper Mario, Ninja, Banjo Bottom from Donkey Kong Country Returns out of nowhere. I don't know. Understand that one. A Pianta, Lanky Kong, and then Anne Hathaway was the weird one.
It took me a moment to process that Twink was that little star from Paper Mario. I thought you just like that little twink from Mario everyone loves.
Oh goodness. But yes, that is our top 50. I have got to get going to pick up my son in real time, so I apologize for me having to rush off. So thank you so much for watching. If you check in the description below, we will have not description, but in the comments, I will have a pinned comment so you can vote in our currently ongoing poll right now that it will last until Sunday the 25th. So get your votes in there for your top 10 games or series that need a revival. The big thing with that is it's games that have not had a new game in at least a decade. Sub-series count separately from the main game. So, for example, you have Pokemon mainline, that's gotten plenty, so it doesn't really need a revival. But Pokemon Conquest has not gotten a new game. So Pokemon Con, you can vote for sub-series that have not gotten a new game. Otherwise, to keep it simple, just a game from 2016 or earlier. Don't worry about months. Remakes, remasters, or re-releases do not count as new entries, so you don't have to worry about that. Star Fox 2 has come up as a very common question for whether it counts as a new game since that came out in 2017. I am not counting it since it was developed earlier. F-Zero 99 has been a debate about whether it's considered a new game or not. I've talked to enough F-Zero fans where it's considered a new game. There's enough new stuff in there that it does count as a new entry. So F-Zero will not be viable for this poll. Also, mobile entries don't count. Nobody has seen a game come back as a mobile game and being like, yes, that's the revival I want. So it does not count. So fair. There's our rules. Happy voting until Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to GVG, hitting the like button and ringing that bell. We also have a Patreon at patreon.com/GVGaming with plenty of extra perks. So until next time, bye.
See ya.